You know what? Quick side piece. Pass me that. Pass me the fish. Tell me I don't look like Nemo right now. Tell me that's not exactly the same orange on the camera. You see? Right? Tell me that's not exactly the same thing, right? I was just looking at it like this and I was like, hold on a minute. Shout out to Nemo. I'm going to call this the Nemo hoodie from now on because of that. Sorry, I just saw it. I was like, that's gonna have to be a thing.
He mad.
You know.
Yeah, man.
Cool. So, are we good to start?
Yeah, bro.
Right. So, the topic of today, I'm going to throw out a quote and we'll see where it goes and we'll see what the discussion is from that and how we look on it. So, the quote, I don't want to be misquoted, but I'm rereading How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Okay.
One of my favourite books. There was even a movie made about it. The movie's rubbish, but like the book itself is extremely influential.
Yeah.
I think like 70 million copies sold worldwide, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the quote is from Abraham Lincoln, right? And it says, he said, if I had 10 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend 9 of those hours sharpening my axe. Now what he means by that is, if I had a certain amount of time to complete a task, I would spend 90% of that time preparing for that task. Now earlier I said to you, I partially disagree with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm more of the thinking, action creates execution. Do you know what I mean? I'm more like of the Gary V kind of way of thinking, throw 100 things at a wall and see what sticks. Do you know what I mean? Just do it and do it and do it. And doing is the best way to learn it. But I'm also of the understanding, like, when it comes to a game or whatever, you can't play 100 games before you get to that final or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Or that massive game that's coming. You can only play maybe 3 or 4 games and you've got only a certain amount of practices. So in that moment, of course, preparation takes up 90% of the time because you have to prepare because you don't have the opportunity to actually execute. So I think contextually it matters what it is. But I just wanted to hear your opinion on it and what you kind of think. 90% of the time preparation and 10% executing the task, or like, what do you think is the secret to that?
See, for me, I think it's more of who you are as a person. Because there's some people that, like you say, alright, you got 10 hours, but there's some people that will spend 9 hours, 59 minutes preparing. And leave everything to the last second. Say, I'll get it done. I'll get it done. I'll get it done. Like those are the kind of people there's out there that say, I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done, but they never actually get it done. Yeah. Then there's the people where you say, you got 10 hours to do this. They're like, okay, cool, but little do you know, they've done it in the first hour, and they've used that other 9 hours to do something else. And that's the people I say, like, I know I can be that kind of person where you might give me this time frame, but I'm not going to let you know I've done it, but it's done already. And when it comes to that deadline, I'm like, well, yeah, I know I've done it. Or I've done it so quickly that where I can spend 8 hours at a time, like I said, you said 9 to 8 hours at that time, doing something else, and also thinking about how can I make it better. Because I want my mind to work quicker. And I think that's the difference between some people, is that some people actually will sit there and leave it to the last minute and think it's all going to be alright, like you still have time. They keep thinking, oh yeah, got time to do this, got time to do that. Like as a kid, like as a young person, like right now, they think, oh, I've got time to have kids. I've got time to, well, that's wrong. Let's cut that one out. But yeah, as a young person, they think they've got time to find a job, or they've got time to buy a house, they've got time to do this, you've got time to do that. The thing is, why waste all the time you have now when you have no responsibilities in trying to build up to those things and think you're going to have time to do it later? Then when if you do it now, you save all that time later down the line when you're older to actually do the things you want to do when you're young and relaxed. It's like I hear more and more young people saying, oh, I just want to get a kid and settle down. Yeah, I understand you want to grow up, but grow up and build a business, get the job you want, get the house you want. Do all those things first, so when you're in your 30s and your 40s, you say, I'm so glad I did all that already. And like I said, when you go back to the preparation thing now, it's just like, are you preparing yourself for life? Like, how do you prepare yourself for life? And that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. It's just they hear the older generation talk to them and go, oh, what do you know? Well, they was your age 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they've seen the mistakes. They've played all the mistakes you're doing now. They've already gone through. But you think, nah, they've just been 40 forever. They've been 50 forever.
Mm-hmm.
Where really, they've done it all before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I said, it's actually lacking that mindset or that thing in your brain to click to say, I'm going to be different. Why do I need to do everything that everyone else is doing at the same time? Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, everyone wants to be, like everyone in your school might want to be a footballer. Okay, now if I want to be a footballer, how am I going to do something different so I become a footballer? Okay, if everyone's going to that academy, does it mean I need to go to that academy to be a footballer? No, it doesn't. It's like, when I go on to this, it's like, people say, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be rich, I want to be this. Or some people just get handed to them. Okay, some people get handed to them, but how do you become a millionaire? Like, there's people selling courses say, follow this course, I'll make you a millionaire. Mm-hmm. People say, come into real estate, I'm going to make you a millionaire. Mm-hmm. Come into Forex trading, I'm going to make you a millionaire. Mm-hmm. But the real matter of the fact is, anything can make you a millionaire. Like, you just have to have an idea and make you a millionaire. Mm-hmm. When you think about Google, you think about Amazon, you think about Netflix, I can't remember what the other one was. All those ideas started in a garage.
Yep.
Started with a group of people in a garage. You look at Facebook, like people keep coming back to Mark Zuckerberg, but the reality of the fact is, he started Facebook in his college dormitory. Mm-hmm. Are you insane? Are you insane? Like people saying, oh yeah, no, I don't know what to do. Oh, how do I do it? How do I like? If you believe in it, mm-hmm. write the playbook and go and achieve it. Mm-hmm. Like, don't tell me, oh, you got this much time, or you can't do it because you ain't got no time. But I guarantee you, if I say to you, oh, if you do this, I'll make you a millionaire, you're gonna do it though, right? If you could see the future and knew your idea would make you a million in 10 years, mm-hmm. you would put that work in for 10 years because you know, I've seen it, I'm definitely going to be a millionaire in 10 years. Believe in yourself now and in your dream to mm-hmm. say, okay, I'm going to do all that hard work. No, I'm going to do it 50%. I'm not going to do it 25%. I'm going to do 110% for the next 3 to 5 to 10 years and make it work. Mm-hmm. And if it doesn't work, you got to sit down with yourself and be like, okay, hold on a second. Why is this not working? What am I doing wrong here? Or is this working out? Or do I actually need help? Because a lot of people out there, they actually find it hard to say, I need help. Mm-hmm. They want to do it by themselves. When little do they know, they've got friends, they've got family, they've got people around them that can actually help them with the resources they have to get to where they want to get to. But because they want to be too uptight and too proud to say, oh, I need help, mm-hmm. they'd rather just fail. Mm-hmm. So yeah, going back on that whole preparation things, like I can agree to it to an extent, but I just think it's all about, again, the person, because like they say, there's how many ways to skin a pig or skin a sheep, whichever one it is. I really don't know.
I don't think you skin a sheep because it ain't got no.
Well, no, you share a sheep. You share a sheep. I think that's what it is. Comment below. Can you skin a sheep? I don't. Well, you must skin a sheep because obviously. Yeah, let's not go into that. Let's not talk about skinning animals. Let's forget about that.
By the way, just so you guys know, I've been doing for the past 30 days, I think now. I've been on veganism. Don't have much to say about it, but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Just to keep you guys updated.
Yeah. I still eat meat, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, don't even. Literally, like, we just finished our gym session. Dude was like, let's go to this kebab place. And I was sitting in the car on the way back from this kebab place thinking, this is the nicest smelling food I've ever smelled in my life. Right. And it was my body telling me, hey, one bite of meat can't be too bad.
Hold on. Don't just say kebab as well, because it's not just kebab. Yeah? It's German doner kebab.
In Catford.
Catford, Bromley, Croydon, they all got one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys.
And yes, we went gym. The only reason why I only get kebab from there because like it don't come greasy. Now every kebab shop you go to always comes greasy and it's all just grease and I can't take all the grease. Now there, I don't know what they do to the meat, but it just tastes fresh, and there ain't no grease in the box. Like you know when you go to a normal kebab shop, you got that grease it's just all over the salad. You're like, how are you making my salad greasy now? Well, this it just tastes fresh. It don't sit on the stomach. It's good. German doner kebab. Hit it up.
Catford, Bromley, Croydon.
Correct.
But yeah, I was just gonna say it smelled really good.
Yeah.
Made me half regret the veganism thing, but I'm sticking with it.
Yeah. But no, we're just like I said, like you know, just this whole like self-belief thing, like it's like I said to you, it's so crazy how like some people. I was like, for instance, right? Now, me and you. I know straight away if I said to you, I'm gonna buy a plane, you'd be like, alright, let's do it.
Let's go. As you said it, I was like, hold on, let's do that.
Now, there's someone right now that's gonna be watching this like, oh, he's talking the most rubbish. But that's because that's their reality, right? Now, like I said to my friend, I said to him, I'm gonna have 5 houses within the next 6 years. He goes, but that's not reality, Fabian. I says, but what is reality?
That's not his reality.
This is it.
That's your reality.
This is it.
But because his scope is here, and your scope is here,
that's it.
His reality can only exist in here. Whereas you owning 5 houses, lives here.
Right. And this is what I was trying to explain to him. I said, what you see as reality is what you see. Everyone sees reality different. It's like he was talking about putting a bet down. He said, oh, like imagine having so much money where I could just put $1 million down. He's now said, no. What did he say? He said Mayweather put like $1 million down on a fight. He said, that's crazy. How can you put risk that much money on a bet? I said, what you don't understand is, again, that's his reality. You're talking about a man that has over $800 million and is making more money as well. So you think $1 million bet is going to affect him? I said, it's the same as you probably putting £100 bet on. I said, him putting that down is the same. I said, this is where you need to look at your reality, because your reality is so here, and I think for a lot of people, their reality is so here is like, okay, this is all I can do. Why is that all you can do? Because you think of that, and you let other people's like actual like thoughts and the way they think about you depress you. And I think, no, don't let that depress your imagination. Blow it up.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Well, on top of that point, you're talking about the reality, and the reality of people's mindset, and their expectations of what their reality is. The reality of Floyd Mayweather's situation is he has 30, 35, 40, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't want to disrespect you, Floyd, but potentially 40 years of hard work behind that 800 million. Do you know what I mean? He has 40 years of waking up 5 a.m. in the morning, going to sleep at midnight, doing it again and again and again, mastering his craft, so that he can put as much money as he wants on any bet, do whatever he wants, because he hustled. And that was his reality. His reality was hustling to the point where now his reality is extravagance.
Well, this is it, and that's again what you're saying. It goes back to reality. It goes back to the hard work, and it goes back to that again, talking about the preparation and what you use your time for. Because as I said, time is that precious. Where people do their 9 to 5, come home, and say they've got no time to do a side hustle. They've got no time to go to the gym. They've got no time to make any other time for anything else. Okay, let me ask you a question. Now, when you go home, how many episodes of your series do you watch on Netflix?
That's the one right there.
Okay, when you go home,
that's a killer.
How long do you sit on your sofa for and do nothing?
You know what? I'm going to take it one step further. It's not even just when you go home. Because there might be some people who are watching this or whatever who will say, when I get home, I take care of my children, and that's it till 9 or whatever. And that's like, I completely understand that and sympathise with that. It's not even that. But it's between home and work, you're on a train for 20, 30, 40 minutes. When you wake up in the morning, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're doing things that you think are actually taking up your time, you actually have space to be creative and productive. So when I'm on a train, I am literally either listening to a podcast, reading a book, or planning my day or planning my businesses. Like in my notebook, writing away, because I don't see time on the train as wasted time. I see time on the train as an opportunity to build in some way other than standing still. But yeah, you said you was gonna have a
But
point.
this is, and look, what I'm saying with that, this is why I push everyone around me. They say, oh, they want to do something better. I say, well, just do it. I said, stop thinking about it. Stop thinking what other people are saying and just do it. Like, don't tell me you ain't got time. And it's like people like you said there, like said, oh, people say they got kids, they ain't got time to do stuff. All right, cool. I got 2 friends, right? Both single parent mums. One of them, like I said, I spoke on the last episode.
Yep.
She just made her first investment. Yeah.
Shout out to her.
Right. I got my other friend who's also a single parent mum. Yeah. She already has her own business.
Jeez.
And she's selling cakes.
Come on.
And her cakes, bang. I'm not gonna lie, Meg. Shout out to you.
Hey, but shout out Meg. If you make any vegan cakes, I'm there.
Hey, she ran the corner from you, ain't you?
Yeah, man.
Her cakes bang still, but yeah.
Come on.
So yeah, like she been doing it for the longest as well. Like I put her in one of my minute motivations like a while ago because, like, it's crazy the hustle she puts in week after week after week. Now she works a 9 to 5. She has her child 24/7, and she still finds time to fill in her orders over the week, over the weekend, whenever it is. It's like if I called her and said I need a cake for Monday, I guarantee you tomorrow she's snapping it and putting it on her Insta. She's making that cake because that's her dream. Yeah, she's fulfilling her dream, and it's been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is why I say to people is that just do it. Yes, like I said, yes, you might not see nothing at first, but if that's what you want to do, find a way to do it, or find who around you can help you do it, and then just go ahead and go for it.
100%.
And that's literally just what I keep trying to push people to do, and that's what people just need to realize is that the fact of is, you don't have to work for someone your whole life.
No.
And we are stuck in this cycle where everyone's just chasing that salary. Like, I just want to get the promotion. Let me just get that promotion, everything will be better. But the worst thing is, you make more money, you're going to spend more money.
It's true.
Because in your mindset, you just spend it anyway. Where if the money you make, you save £1 on every paycheck, you start to put that mentality into your head where I am now saving money, let me continue to save money. And you started off at £1 a paycheck, and now you're on £2 a paycheck, and now you've seen that £2 grow into like £50. You're like, hold on a second, let me start saving £5, because now if I save £5, that's going to grow into this, that's going to grow into that. And you change your mentality of the way you think on how I can now save money for my side hustle or the dream that I want to actually fulfill.
So that point right there. So it's funny, when I did my my A-levels, one of the A-levels I did was sociology. Shout out Miss Belger, gangster. And one of the first things we discussed was immediate and deferred gratification. And that's exactly what you're talking about right there.
Yeah.
And the concept is, with immediate gratification, and this is found a lot in working class homes, is that you are taught, like you say, living paycheck to paycheck. The second you get a paycheck, you're like, I've got money, I'm going to go to the pub, I'm going to go out, I'm going to go on holiday. I'm going to immediately reap the reward of working for this month. Whereas what you find with a lot of middle/upper class families and people with that kind of upbringing, they live more under the concept of deferred gratification, like what we're talking about here, in that you don't need to reap the reward for right now. You don't need to, the second you get paid, spend that money. Actually, if you save it and save it and save it, and you defer that gratification to further down the line, you build it up. The gratification is this. What you get from it is this. The reward is this, as opposed to 1 month paycheck when the reward is just this. And you find that that the people who tend to change that mindset are people who want to go from one tax bracket and one pay grade up to the next.
Very true. Very true.
Yep.
If you missed out and you might want a chance to win a pack of socks, I don't mind. I will give away another pair because I've got a few and I'm out here just giving them out. So all I'm going to say is like this video, subscribe and comment. That's what I want to see.
And actually, if you keep subscribed, keep watching, keep liking and commenting, these prizes is only going to go from here to here to here. Do you see what I'm saying? That deferred gratification we was just talking about, the longer you last, the bigger the prizes become.
I'm not gonna lie. Someone said something about a sneaker coming up soon.
Ooh, they definitely did. They definitely did.
Would you say 100 subscribers give away a sneaker?
Definitely 100 subs. 100 subs sneaker giveaway.
I like that. I like that a lot.
And actually, before we go, we want you to comment what you think on the first quote we came up with.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln said 9 hours of prep, 1 hour of execution. What's your take?
100%. Also, I'd love to know what the people want to hear. What subjects you'd like to hear us talk about, because I'm trying to give the people what they want. All right.
For sure.
Stay tuned. That's Motivational Moments. Peace out.